So I was cleaning out space on my hard drive, deleting old files that I'll never use again, when I came across something interesting. I had an old notepad document where I had compiled a list of various shows that I had enjoyed years ago. So I decided to go back and see how some of them have held up. I began with The Sacred Blacksmith. This was a fun little series. A little rushed, not a masterpiece, but fun. Fair warning, there is some explicit material, so if that's a deal breaker for you, then be advised. It won't be in my video, but it is in the show.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Our protagonist is Cecily Campbell, a night guard of the city of Houseman. She's dutiful, but not perhaps the most skilled. Her family has been known for serving in the nights, and seeing as she's the only one left in her family, other than her mother, she's taken up that responsibility. She's outspoken, and sometimes borders on reckless with how dedicated she is to her role, but this can put her in situations that she's not prepared to deal with. But she doesn't lack for courage, there's no denying that.
Though I know it may cost me my life, I will stand and fight valiantly! I will not back down! It's common knowledge that Houseman controls the Tomahogany market and can therefore set its own prices. Even the Empire is aware of that fact, sir. If you still want to haggle, then I will take matters into my own hands. Jack Strader, I am Cecily Campbell. I am the knight who killed you. All I ask is that you never forget my name. I will never forget yours either.
You have to kill him! Now!
I can't! He's still a human being! He's a person! I can't kill him! I can't do it! No, you'll be living your own life for once. Who cares what anyone else thinks? As long as the four of you are together, you'll be able to find happiness wherever you go. That's what it's all about, Charlotte, devoting your life to the people you care for.
Early on in the show, her family sword is broken, and nobody is able to repair it, seeing as the city is making their weapons via casting them in molds. I actually shuddered at that. That is a horrible way to make weapons. That might work for things like kitchenware or something, but that sort of thing can create imperfections that will be terrible for weapons and armor.
I mean, it seems to me that this is a perfectly accurate simulation of
forging a sword.
if you suck!
But she soon meets Luke Ainsworth, a skilled smith who creates rather outlandish swords. I'll be frank, all the memes you hear about katanas are in full swing in this series. They're portrayed as far superior to every other sword.
I was hoping you might forge me a sword.
What?
A sharp one, exactly like the one you carry. You know, one strong enough to slice through other swords. I don't understand! You can't stop her attacks with a regular sword like yours! How'd you do that?
Because I know something you don't know. This isn't a regular sword, it's a katana!
That's rule number 1. A person wielding a katana must have no fear.
Now, in reality, the katana is a good sword for its intended purpose, but it isn't the universe-slicing beast that some enthusiasts can perpetuate. Luke specializes in crafting this design of sword, though, and he is the titular Sacred Blacksmith, but we'll come to that in a bit. Luke is gruff, aloof, and has no filter. He has no reservations about telling people that he does not like them, and will often simply skip important official meetings just because he doesn't feel like going. If he wasn't as good at crafting weapons as he is, he'd probably be neck-deep in trouble. He doesn't always use a normal smithy to create his weapons, however. When the need arises, he can craft exceptionally powerful swords via magic, though this process does take several seconds, and the weapon will disintegrate after a few hits, so this can't outright replace normal weapons. These sorts of swords can often accomplish what normal blades can't, though. and as such, he ends up relying on Cecily to buy him time more than once in the show, even though she more stands there than actually does anything most of the time.
You didn't even do anything.
You're a sorry excuse for a night.
What did you say? Hey! You don't even know me!
Hey, check it out, Luke! It's a pineapple! I've never had one of these before. Maybe we should buy one just to see what it tastes like.
We don't need it. Keep moving.
Aw, don't be such a sourpuss. I'm not here to bug you for a katana today.
Good, because you wouldn't know what to do with one if you had it.
Please, Luke, I need your help.
Why should I put my life at risk because you're weak?
Where do you think you're going? We have a meeting today.
I don't feel like going anymore. I'm heading home.
You're skipping again?
But even as good as he is, Luke can't make his weapons alone. He's aided by Lisa, a young girl with magical abilities. She bears no relation to him, but he found her and has cared for her, despite being rather cold about it. There's more to Lisa than meets the eye, but that would be telling. She's a kind girl who is extremely friendly and tries her hardest to repay Luke for taking care of her.
Hello there. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? So, how are your little baby birds doing?
Do you want to try it on?
No thanks! Luke, thank you. I really appreciate the outfit you bought me. You didn't have to do that.
Do you want some help with that?
You have to do laundry every day? That doesn't sound like much fun.
It's fine. As long as I'm helping Luke, I really don't mind. It's not all that bad.
Lisa, get me Tomahogane and a hilt.
But you're wounded!
Doesn't matter. We've got a job to do.
Whatever you say, Luke!
The final member of the main cast is Arya. She is, in fact, not a human, but a demon sword. This meaning that she is a sword that can take the form of a human. While in her sword form, she takes on a style of blade somewhere between an arming sword and a rapier. While she's a sword, she allows the one who wields her to manipulate wind, sometimes in large blasts, other times in precise and focused cuts. But her capabilities are certainly impressive. She isn't unfeeling, though, and is passionate about those she cares for. And being a sword, has seen death more times than most. She's had numerous wielders in the past, some good, others less so. This causes her to value traits like courage and mercy.
You're the nicest person I've ever met. I never imagined I would meet a knight so concerned about others that she's afraid to kill. I have to say, I'm real impressed with your city. Everything seems to be running like clockwork. It's clean and peaceful, and it doesn't smell like death. I want to know why we exist. I want to know why swords like us were created. I mean, if our only purpose is killing, then we'd only need a sword form, right? I call on the powers that be, reveal the truth within, awaken the power of wind, awaken and slay God!
All right, Arya, let her rip!
Why are you doing this, Elsa? Please stop it.
But I'm so close to fulfilling my mission.
This is your mission? Don't you see how serious this is? Everyone here could end up dead.
Demon swords are pretty rare in and of themselves, and they all grant their users control over something, such as lightning or earth. But ones that can take the form of a human are exceedingly rare. This brings us to the conflict of the show. Someone, or something, has been either forcing or persuading humans to sign demon contracts, which will grant the individual immense power to achieve something they desire, at the cost of becoming a rabid monster. All while a mysterious man in a black hood has been witnessed at the scene of these incidents. What is his motivation? How does he have access to this power? Why are these demon swords emerging? Partake in the show to find out. As for the scoring, objectively, this show is pretty middle of the road. Its ending was obviously rushed, it never got a second season, so it sort of just stops, and it isn't anything groundbreaking. It doesn't have anything that breaks the story in a major way, though, so I'd give this a 5. But subjectively, this series was fun for what it was. I had vague memories of watching it years ago, and the journey I went on rewatching it was enjoyable. The campiness was entertaining, I found the mashup of European and Japanese aesthetics intriguing, and the concepts were novel. I'd give it a 6. Are these the highest numbers? No, but I had fun going back through it. I had several good laughs, and I'm glad I revisited it. It's definitely not the best series, but I have seen far worse. It only has 12 episodes, so it was a bite-sized series that was a nice treat. It was kind of like a cookie. Not exactly good for you, and it's gone pretty quickly, but it was tasty while it lasted. But what do you think? What are some shows that you know of that didn't get enough credit? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and like this video if you're so inclined, and subscribe to see more. I'd like to thank you for watching, and may you all have a weapon in each hand.